神羅転生
What's up everybody, it's your boy Hokage here, welcome to the video. I was originally going to do a different type of video, but I'm not going to do it today. Basically, I was thinking about the future of the Boruto series, but when I say future, I mean like far future. We're talking like the final third of the series or something like that. And naturally, when you, as a Boruto fan, I would assume when you think about these things, one of the first things that pops into your head is the Otsutsuki clan, right? I mean, currently the Boruto manga puts a lot of focus or emphasis, whatever, on the Kara organization, but eventually, especially with Kara's leader being an Otsutsuki like Urashiki, right? With all that in mind, like, it's pretty obvious that eventually we will get a lot of new information about the Otsutsuki clan, and I assume we'll get to learn a lot of historical details when it comes to this clan and how they function and stuff like that. And by thinking about that, naturally, I mean, I thought of the Otsutsuki characters that we saw so far, and Urashiki is one of them. Now, I assume that most of you would agree with me that Urashiki is one of the biggest disappointments when it comes to the Boruto anime. I mean, Urashiki, when he was introduced for the first time, he had a pretty unique personality for an Otsutsuki. He had this, like, presence, right, on screen. It was very, I guess, thought-provoking, very mysterious, and a lot of people expected him to have a huge role in the Boruto series. Now, for the longest time, I was predicting that he would be killed off in the anime because, again, he wasn't introduced in the manga at all, and for him to have a huge role, I just didn't see it. And in the end, my prediction was correct. He was killed. He died at the end of the time travel arc. Even before that arc started, I predicted that he would die. Almost everybody disagreed, but I just had a feeling that he wouldn't be major. That said, I didn't expect him to turn into a generic, angry, screaming character / villain, which unfortunately happened by the end of the time travel arc, right? It was just a shame, right? Again, I didn't expect him to be like a final boss or anything like that, but I was hoping that we might get some info about his past or something like that. Like, I just didn't expect him to turn into such a generic character. And if you disagree with me, it's okay, but I know a lot of people would agree with me, and it's totally okay to mention this because realistically his character was a disappointment, I'd say objectively. But there's one thing that I think is pretty good, and I need to give props to the writers for this, you know, people who were working on this anime arc. It's such a small detail, I'm gonna get into it in a second, but I think it's pretty important. Now, obviously, in this arc, in the final battle, Urashiki mentions that Boruto is the vessel. Now, this is just like a simple dialogue line, right? It's not nothing huge. And in terms of like Urashiki's character, his personality, his goals, how he ended up being, doesn't affect any of that, but at least he's used as a device to foreshadow something huge. Now, if for people who only watch the anime, they don't know about Urashiki, they don't know about Momoshiki and Boruto being Momoshiki's vessel, right? This is something that is kind of sounds random. I mean, if I was, let's hypothetically say I did only anime reviews, that's not really possible because I would always get spoilers in the comment section of people who read the manga. But let's just say like in a hypothetical world, I ban like comments from my channel. There's no comments and I'm just covering the anime, right? I know myself, I'd be doing theory videos about this sentence, you know, about Boruto being the vessel. So again, for people who only watch the anime, this isn't so significant. But later on, once we get the confirmation that Boruto and Kawaki are these like vessels or whatever, and Jigen as well, once we get that information, at that point you can say, well, when Urashiki mentioned that little thing many episodes ago, that was good foreshadowing. Again, I think this is more so a good like writing detail, but at least it makes Urashiki's character quote-unquote useful in the sense that he was the first one to utter the word vessel in this context. So I just wanted to give the writers props for that. It's not like he was this like unique character who went from being this unique character with this goofy personality to like a completely generic character. Like, that happened, but one thing that was added was he was involved in one of the biggest foreshadowing scenes so far in the Boruto anime. And it was done by Urashiki, right? I'm not trying to say that because of this, his character is fantastic and he's a fantastic villain. Like, no, I'm just saying I at least want to mention this one positive when it comes to his character, and especially that final battle where he turned into an idiot, right? Yeah, I just wanted to, I guess, make this short video to, like, quote unquote defend Urashiki. I don't know. That was your boy Solon Hokage. Let me know how you feel about this topic in the comment section of this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.